Hello, and welcome to another Assetto Corsa stream. I've actually looked, and apparently it's been a month nearly since the last time I streamed any sim racing, which is a long time. But we're back to another LED Pro Racing off-season race. Though we are now done with the testing sessions for next season and back to just one-off fun events. This week with 60s and 70s Trans Am cars at Riverside International Raceway NASCAR layout. There are 12 different muscle cars available to choose from between 65 and 70. We have 2 Mustangs, 2 Camaros, 2 Firebirds, 2 AMC Javelins, a Mercury Cougar, a Dodge Dart, an AR Cuda, and a Challenger. And I think that covers all of them. I'm planning to drive the which year is it? 68 Pontiac Firebird, which you can see on the thumbnail and on the screenshot right here. Hopefully I'll be able to get one, because there are only 2 slots available with each car on the server, but there aren't seemingly that many people that are going to join, and I actually don't think anyone else... Yeah, no one else has driven this car on the practice server yet. So then again, only like 4 people have actually driven on the practice server. 5 if you count the person organizing the race, but I believe he's probably going to be streaming like an official broadcast with commentary, not actually driving. So 4 drivers that have been on the server. And just check. It seems like there are 7 people who have checked in for the race. And actually 1 more person just joined the practice server, so that's 5 of the 7 people. And they also haven't picked the 68 Firebird, so it still seems like I'm the only one that's gonna be driving this car. The track is fairly simple. We have a twisty first sector, followed by 2 hairpins in the second sector, and a very long straight into a banked right-hander in the final sector. But yeah, it definitely suits these cars. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this race, and I'm hoping we're gonna have a fairly varied field in terms of cars, because I always enjoy racing in more varied fields, even if that means they are less balanced. But it seems like at the very least we're gonna have 1 person in the Challenger and 1 person in the 70 Boss Mustang. Those are the 2 people currently on the practice server. Everyone else has driven multiple cars, so I don't know which one they're going to end up going with. But guessing by the fastest times set by everyone, if they do end up going with those cars, we're gonna have another Challenger and a 70 Firebird. in addition to my 68 Firebird. But I don't know if that's actually what we're gonna end up with. And the server should actually be going up any time now, so we're gonna find out soon enough. As people start joining. And the server is up. So let me join. And transition you to the correct scene so you can also see the game. I have actually done very little practice for this race. I've tested 4 different cars and only did 10 laps in each. Which isn't as much as I would like, and I don't have any sort of setup prepared. But then again, I mean, if there was ever a race car to define the term brute force, I think it would be these cars. So I don't imagine having like 1 or 2 psi more or less in your front left tire is gonna make a massive difference with these. But yeah, we already have 4 players on the server and 4 different cars. But yeah, let's get going, I guess. Get started with the warm-up. Actually, before I start, let me double check. But yeah, the format is 10 minutes warm-up, 10 minutes quali, and 2 times 20-minute races. So standard LPR racing. So one thing I definitely know from practice is for at least the first lap, you basically have no brakes because they're completely cold. My PB currently is, I believe, a 125.8, but I'm not sure I'll be able to actually repeat that in qualifying, because I'm not entirely sure how I even managed to do that lap time. I haven't been able to repeat it after I did it, so yeah, but we'll see. Dang it. Obviously, no assists to speak of in these cars. No traction control, no ABS. No electronics of any sort, really. So it can sometimes be difficult to stay in control. As you can see, I'm having to basically constantly counter steer. I wasn't supposed to shift to fourth there. I don't know if we might be just in range of slipstream here. And yeah, there's Iker Maraver just demonstrating how easy it is to lose control of the car. And as much as these muscle cars are known for drag racing, they don't like going straight. And they seemingly try to do anything they can to not do that. And actually, I'm looking at the timings. It looks like possibly the organizer Mateusz Maj is also racing, seeing as he doesn't appear to be sitting in the pit lane. So maybe we will have one more car than I was expecting. I should have braked way earlier than that. What is he driving? I think the 68 Camaro. Looking at the But yeah, the 68 Camaro. So I believe we now have the 68 Camaro, 68 Firebird, 70 Camaro, 70 Mustang, and 70 Challenger. I believe there is at least one more person that said they want to join, but that they won't be able to join until halfway into qualifying. So we can probably expect at least one more person. I did actually manage a better lap time than I was expecting in warm-up with a low 26. And we will now be moving on to qualifying. I didn't even realize until just now that this car has a fuel gauge instead of an RPM gauge. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to that before. And yeah, I'm still dead last in terms of lap time after the warm-up. I mean, honestly, these cars are just fun to drive around, even on your own, so I don't really mind if I don't get to race that much. Okay, so it definitely looks like everyone is going to be driving. No official broadcast with commentary. There's someone goes into a wall already. Oh god. Okay, survived. Dang it, how was that a cat? It would have been a fairly decent lap time as well. And still not enough to get me any position higher than 4th, but at least a bit more representative of my actual speed. That's apparently not a corner cut, at least according to AC. Even though Sidekick considers it a corner cut. Okay, nice. Actually managed the 25 in qualifying. Well, maybe I can even manage better than that. Go fucking straight. Well, never mind. At least not this lap. I think we're gonna have one more chance. We actually have another person just joined the server in another 70 Camaro from what I can see. So we now have a repeat car. Dang it. Not gonna get another chance at a flying lap. So I'm just gonna pit in now. Whatever, I'll let these guys through. What the hell just happened behind me? Okay, the rest of them are way too far behind to actually catch me. But how the hell do you lose control of this car once already going fast in a straight line? Like at that point, it tends to be quite stable. Yeah, that's gonna be it for qualifying, and yeah. There are... Never mind. There were two 1970 Camaros. What do these other ones look like from the interior? Because I actually haven't tried them. What the hell? Okay. I guess I can go back in game so I can see the track map. I guess now we just wait for everyone else to finish their laps. And I am in fact in 5th at the end of qualifying. Okay, and it looks like Victor has actually switched to the Challenger. And yeah, that is everyone done with qualifying, and we now get into the race. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat anyone here, most likely. So I'm definitely expecting to finish in 6th. Yeah, anything better than that is just a bonus. Pretty much everyone here are the aliens of this community. So I definitely don't stand a chance against them. Man, this is a cool looking grid. Okay. Here come the starting light. And we're off. That could have ended badly. Apparently, somehow I'm actually in second right now. I guess it doesn't matter how fast you are if you can't do 2 laps in a row without spinning. I guess that's maybe the one advantage I have here, is that I think most drivers in this community are sort of modern, purpose-built race car drivers, whereas I'm in the relative minority that prefers historics. So I'm actually somewhat used to cars that actively are trying to kill you every corner. And I'm actually somehow pulling away from third. How is this actually happening? This lap I have actually lost some time to third, so maybe I'm not actually properly gaining. Maybe the others just had a worse lap time last time. Maybe they had some kind of incident. Did I downshift to second there? What happened to Mai there? I was hoping we could get 2 Polish drivers on the podium. I mean, there is still time, so hopefully he can catch up. That looks like a big gap on the map. Dang it. What the hell happened there? Okay, I think these tires are actually starting to get worn a bit. So these are clearly not meant for endurance racing. I don't know, through here they don't... Okay, no, there is definitely some more out understeer. Okay, and we have another person who joined just now. So we're gonna have 7 cars in the next race, it seems. What is he driving? A 70 Firebird. Or I guess they. I shouldn't assume. Five minutes to go. God. Okay. That was nearly bad. 2 laps to go, probably. God. I have to say one thing, these cars are definitely tiring to drive. And yeah, fairly certain this is the final lap. And unless something really crazy happens, I'm pretty sure I secured second place. Which is not what I was expecting, judging from the qualifying. But well, it is consistency that wins races, not hot laps. So even though I'm pretty sure... Well, I think at this point I have the second lowest individual lap time. I still managed to get, I'm pretty sure, my first podium in Let Pro Racing. What the actual fuck happened there? Who did I get murdered by? Well, actually, no. Now that I think, I technically also got a podium in the Demolition Derby event. But the first podium in a serious race, or at least semi-serious. Now, let's try to do that again. I mean, I was going to say that the second race is probably not going to go as well, since everyone now got more practice and an opportunity to maybe get more used to the car. But I mean, I did somehow gain 8 seconds towards the end of this race, so who knows? I am also exhausted now, so I'm definitely also more likely to make mistakes. God, I can't see the track. It definitely seems like it's going to be a more interesting race. Dang it. Overtaking through that first sector is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, can I actually catch up to anyone else? Or is this where this race is going to end? And I imagine there's probably also the fact that given how lenient Assetto Corsa is on rev matching, I imagine most people are probably not bothering with the clutch. I mean, let's be honest, that's no fun. So even though that is probably losing me some time on downshifts and under braking in general, I'd rather play like this. Heel towing is just way too much fun. But yeah, it definitely seems like the gap in front of me is increasing. Why do I keep trying to downshift all the way to second there? Okay, and halfway. Dang it. Oh God. Okay. We're going to try it again. Yep. And this time he's gonna make it stick. I'm really bad for that first turn, I feel like. But there he goes again. Okay, I think that's how you're supposed to take it. I feel like I am losing some time also by not going up into 4th through there, but I just think it's safer to stay in 3rd. How did I save that? I guess actually another thing I could have done is I'm pretty sure you can increase the RPM limit in these cars in the setup. Though of course at that point you are risking over rev damage, but judging by how many times I slammed into that wall on the exit on of the last corner and didn't get the damage pop-up, I feel like damage is disabled, so it would have actually probably been better. I wouldn't have to go for another gear shift through this first sector. I'm not sure that actually saved that much time. Trying to actually upshift there, so maybe I'm not actually losing that much. So I should probably just stick to what I know. Well, maybe. Just barely enough of a mistake to catch them. Don't tell me this is the last lap. 1. No. Well, let's see if I can defend for a whole lap. Or if I will have to defend for a whole lap. Or if he makes another mistake. Or if I make another mistake. I'm not giving up the podium that easily. Dang it. I think that's gonna seal the race. Yeah, so it ends up being 5th. Man, that was fun. Could have been a podium, not sure who that incident was on. And it was definitely possibly not the smartest choice to try to go side by side through the first sector, but and I was fighting for the podium on the last lap. I feel like that's the situation where those kinds of moves are justified. I think probably if I didn't mess up the exit from this final corner, I could have kept it for the last lap, but I don't know. It definitely would have been closer than what ended up happening. And even worst case scenario, that would have been 4th. Not 5th as it ended up being, but still. Let me have a look at the replay to check that final incident. And see if I robbed myself of that podium or if I was robbed. But from my perspective, I feel like it all started because I think it was Martin Oliveira I was fighting. It all started with him getting oversteer, and that's what caused. Oh, dang it! I haven't switched the F5 camera to orbit mode. I obviously use the free camera mode for taking the screenshots for the thumbnail. But let's see here. What was last lap? No, this was the in lap. This was the last lap. So what actually happened here? And I guess that was technically track limits, but yeah. Martin went way off track, lost control. I mean, you could argue this was also on me not necessarily leaving enough room, but no, there definitely was enough room there for him to stay on the asphalt. But then, unfortunately, that ended up taking me out of the race. And well, if I managed to rejoin the track better, then that's another thing that could have changed the result. But yeah, that also didn't happen. But anyways, things happen. It's still, I'm pretty sure, my best result in LPR. So yeah, and really fun cars to drive. So I don't really care that much that it didn't necessarily go as well as it could have. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I know I said I was going to start Sim Rally Masters yesterday. I didn't. But probably tomorrow. Most likely, I'll finally get to it. And yeah, other than that, as usual, retro achievement of the week on Tuesday. Probably gonna continue Sim Rally Masters on Wednesday since I'm already done with achievement of the month, and hopefully finish it on Friday. And yeah, then probably something else on the weekend. Either next week's LPR race, if they come up with something I'm interested in driving, Or other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's gonna be it today, so you know what to do it with style. Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and if you're watching at a later time, leave a comment, and other than that, thanks for watching.